What is up, you guys? It is Daily Destiny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey boo. If you are a new subscriber, then please like the video and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I post, because I'm back on YouTube. Didn't you hear? So why wouldn't you want to be watching my videos? Anyway, y'all, so today's video is yet another story time, because I got plenty of stories to tell and I'm back on my channel. So let's get it. Another story time. This story time is about how I became a stripper, stripping for them dollars in the club. A teenage stripper at that. But this story is about how I became a stripper and why I stopped stripping. So if you are interested in that and want to hear the story, then keep on watching. So this story takes place back when I was 18 years old. So after I graduated high school, I had my daughter. My daughter was about 5-6 months when I graduated. And then, but by this time she was turning 1, because I remember I had paid for her birthday party with a lot of the money I had made. But this story, she was like 9 months around this time. So this story takes place back in, hold on y'all, that's gonna bother me in my OCD. Let me fix that. Sorry, but this story takes place back in 2012. When I was 18 years old. Your girl turned 18 back in 2012. I graduated high school in June. I turned 18 back in March. My birthday, March 25th. It's coming up next month. Team Aries, act like you know. Plain and simple. Don't want to hear no mess in the comments. So this video, so yeah, I was 18 and I didn't have no job. I had Aubrey and I was getting money every month during this time up until I had turned 18, unless I was in school. So I was in school, but at this point I hadn't started school yet. So the time was nearing for the money to run out. So I wasn't working or whatever. I had a baby. I was a young teen mom and I didn't have no job. So one of my friends hit me up. His name isn't important. I won't mention his name, but one of my friends hit me up. He was a guy or whatever. And, you know, we was cool, just talking on some friend stuff. And he was like, where you working at now? And so I'm like, I don't work. So he like, you don't work? And I'm like, no, I don't work. And he all like, don't you got a baby now? And I'm like, yeah. He like, so how you not working? I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. I ain't got no job, you know, like, I just got out of school, like it was the summertime. So I had just graduated a couple of months ago. So I'm like, no, I don't have no job. Like I'm poor, you know, basically. So he like, well, why you ain't working or whatever? And you got a baby. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm just not right now. So he was all like, I can hook you up with a job. So I'm like, for real? So he was like, yeah, I know this guy. He owns a club. And he's looking for some girls. And he was like, I think you will be, you know, a good fit or whatever. So he was like, it's a club and you can like waitress or, you know, be a shot girl, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I text the guy and he immediately was like, send me some pictures. Now, you know, when you are applying at a club, a bar, certain restaurants, they are going to judge you on the way you look. They are going to ask you to send them pictures of your face and your body, because they want to know what you look like before you get in there. Because I mean, it is what it is. The people that know. So he asked me to send him some pictures of myself. So I went ahead and sent the pictures to him. I sent him like 5 or 6 pictures of me or whatever, full body shots. And he was like, you know, you're very beautiful, whatever. He was like, I would like for you to dance. So I'm like, nah, I was applying to be a shot girl originally, or a waitress. So I'm like, no, I'm more so interested in the waitressing or the shot girl position. You know, I don't really want to dance. So he was like, well, I think you would be better as a dancer. And I'm like, well, you know, thanks for your opinion, but I'm applying for the waitress position or the shot girl position. I'm not applying for the dancer position. He's like, well, I just feel like you'll be better fit as a dancer, and we need somebody like you dancing. And I'm like, okay, well, no thanks, you know. So he hires me as a shot girl. So get the job as a shot girl, and start first day as a shot girl. I fell down the stairs with the shots and spilled all of the shots because I wore the total wrong shoes. When you working in the club, you had to wear heels, but I didn't wear something comfortable. I had on like some skinny heels, and you already like some pumps. Like you already know you can't even walk in them for long. So how I thought I was gonna make it from 9 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning, walking around selling shots in those shoes, I don't know, you know, but it was my first day. It was my first night. I was never really a club bird like that. I had been to a club before, a strip club, but was I in the club like that? No, I was a freaking kid. I had just got out of high school a couple of months ago. No, I wasn't a clubber. So I didn't really know, you know, I didn't really see what those girls wore, but we did have to wear heels there. But you could wear like a chunky heel, something more comfortable. But at this time, I didn't know that. So I get the job as a shot girl, selling shots. Everything's going good. I'm making really, really good money. Like I was having like $800 nights, $900 nights, $1,000 nights, only working Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. They were open during the week, but I was mainly working weekends. You can't come in during the week, but I had my baby. She was, her birthday had passed at this time, so she was one. I had a little baby, so I'm busy with my baby during the week. You know, so I was mainly working just the weekends, and I was making so much good money that I didn't have to have a job Monday through Thursday, because the money that I was making on the weekends, I could just stay home and take care of my baby with that. So doing that, one day management decides to throw a waitresses and shot girls going wild party. So they wanted all of the waitresses. They were waitresses there, but I got hired to be a shot girl. They wanted the waitresses, the bartenders who were women, and the shot girls to all go on the stage and strip for, you know, a song or two. And so we like, what? It's like this is why, one of the reasons why I stopped working in the club, because once you go in there to do one thing, people start asking you to do other shit, and you be looking like, wait a minute, I didn't come in here to do that. Like, I came in here just to walk around and sell a shot. I didn't come in here to dance or whatever. But I didn't already told you when I got the job that I wasn't interested in dancing, but you still want me to dance anyway. So whatever, they decided to throw the party. We said we was going to do the party. So we like, okay, whatever, we'll do the party one time. It's just a one night party, whatever. Do the party. The night of the party comes, get on stage, get my butt up there, give me a little stripper outfit from Adam and Eve. I went to Adam and Eve. I love Adam and Eve, but I went to Adam and Eve, got me a little stripper outfit, because I knew what strippers wore. Like, I worked in there, and I had been there for about maybe 6 months during this time, so I knew what strippers wore. So I went to Adam and Eve, got me a little stripper outfit, and put my little outfit together, did my makeup, did the party. When it was time for me to go up on that stage, y'all, like, I was so nervous, but I went up there and danced, and I made some money, and you know, it was cool. So after that, I was like, maybe he was right, you know. I made good money as a shot girl, but I felt like, why not do both? And, you know, get money from all angles, you know, Jane of all trades. Why not? If I can be a shot girl and do this, then why not? So start doing that. It was just like, I would do a lot of parties. Like, whenever they would throw a party, then I would do it. I wasn't really coming in every single day just dancing at this time, but then eventually I did. And I stopped working in there as a shot girl because I winded up getting a little boyfriend who I met there, and then all of a sudden he didn't want me to work there anymore. And it was strange because after it's crazy that you met me here and then you didn't want me to work here anymore. So yeah, I didn't really work as a shot girl anymore. And then him and I wound up breaking up. And that's when I got back into dancing. I had a friend that I was hanging with, and we would go to various clubs around the city and, make some money. And then one time I had a birthday party and I got on stage and I danced and I made like $1,000, and I went and bought a super, super expensive purse. And I really loved that purse. And I spent like $700 on this purse. And at this time, this was expensive to me because I was 18 years old, and it was Michael Kors. It was a black monogram, like Speedy style type bag, and I purchased it, and it was like $600. And I purchased that with my stripper money, and I only had it for like a month. And then one day when I got home, I left my car unlocked, and somebody broke in my car and stole my purse and stole all my stuff. And I was so hurt because I worked hard for that money, and you don't know what I had to do for that money. I had to take off my clothes for that money, and I was really, really upset that somebody stole my purse. I was really hurt about that. But yeah, like another thing, getting back to what I was saying, when you start working in the strip clubs, people start asking you to do stuff that you did not come in there to do. Like one day I was at work minding my own business, sitting down at the table with a few other shot girls and waitresses. And then this guy who's always there at the club throwing parties, he was a young guy, walks up to the table and is like, hey, I got some ecstasy in the car. Do anybody want to take a trip? Do anybody want to roll with me tonight? Blah, 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 blah. So he like, whoever want to take some, stay at the table. So everybody else gets up from the table and walks away. Me and majority of all the other girls got up and walked away from the table. But this one girl decided to stay and take some of the stuff with him. And she was a dancer. This girl was supposed to get on the stage and all of that. So she took the stuff with him. And then like later on in the night, when it was her turn to get on the stage and dance, sis fell off the stage on the floor. Like she was so high, she couldn't really function. And sis fell off the stage. We had to get her up. She fell off the stage more than once. It was super, super embarrassing. And it was just like, after that, it was too much going on in there, and it wasn't for me. And that wasn't the only, and then dancing wasn't the only thing that I was propositioned to do while I was working in there. And it's just like, no, it ain't for me, like it wasn't for me. So I did dance for about 4 years off and on, from the time I was 18 up until the time I was 21. And then the last time I danced was on my 21st birthday. I'll be 29 next year, y'all. So it's been a while. The last time I did dance was on my 21st birthday. Me and my best friend at the time, we're not friends anymore. We did a party together and we made some good money. But after that, I let it go. Shortly after that, I met my husband and got married. And obviously, I wasn't about to be doing it then. No shade to anybody that is married and stripping, but the type of husband I had, he wasn't going for that. So I didn't even have dreams of even going back. And at this time, I was only dancing, when I felt like it. I had a job at the call center, so I wasn't really doing it like that anyway. But I just decided that it wasn't for me. So, I had a lot of fun times, and I did have some fun nights, and I made a lot of friends and did a lot of real experiences. And that's part of the reason why I don't like to frequent strip clubs now in 2023, because I felt like I've done it. I mean, I worked in there for 4 years. I know what's going on in there. And it's not to say every club is like this, because I haven't been to every club, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on my channel. For the people who don't know me personally, I'm in Detroit. So what you think? So too much and just not for me. But I do like regular clubs and regular bars, but the strip club overall, it just wasn't for me. And that's okay, That's why that is the story about how I became a stripper and why I stopped stripping. So if you did enjoy this story and you made it to this point in the video, Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in my next one.